Good morning, everybody. We're playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which is out tomorrow on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and Vamp and continue to Vamp to check and see if it is coming out on PC. Surely someone will have an answer. Yes, it is coming to PC as well tomorrow. Yeah. So we're streaming this today. Instead of Metroid Prime... Oh, crud. Which I will absolutely get back to soon. I just had been playing Dragon Ball and I wanted to play it. I keep doing this. I keep going to tweet like a picture, you know? And drafting it all up, adding an image, and then waiting to start the stream, and then in the time I delete the image because I don't think I need it anymore, but it just screws me all up. So I have started playing. You'll see my save file here. I'm about 2 hours in. I have defeated Raditz, my brother. The Saiyans are coming. Goku is in bad shape. I guess I guess those are spoilers. It's tough to say. If you are completely unfamiliar with Dragon Ball Z, and this is like how you plan to enter the world of Dragon Ball Z, then yes, that is a spoiler for things that are going to happen. But it's just, I mean, it's Dragon Ball. Like, it's following the story of Dragon Ball. It's been around forever. But if you want me to not, I won't talk into the future of the storyline if you're hoping to go into this blind. But this is about 2 hours in. I just wanted to skip all the sort of introductory tutorial stuff. Piccolo has taken baby Gohan to try and train him. Manic T, sup nerds? Let's go, man. Beating down Brian, hey Kyle, hey chat. I'm reading Beating Down Brian's stuff. Oh, and then I have my wife's Vegeta Funko collection up there, which is that's like not all of her Vegeta stuff. She's a big Vegeta fan. That's good. Looks just like the show. Look, when Gohan gets mad. What can I say?
Oh no! Now I can't get down!
I was honestly hoping to spend more time with Goku, which maybe I do.
Little twerp didn't go and get himself killed already, did he?
It defaults to English voice acting. Special Beam Cannon Super Attack is now available. As you progress through the main story, I'm going to read this out loud just so I internalize it. You'll gain access to new super attacks, whether you acquire them through story or for training ground. Location, you'll need to set them to your super attack palette to use them.
If the little brat dies here, then that's all he'd ever amount to.
So how do I do that? How do I do the palette stuff? See how Gohan is doing. Okay, first of all, I want to get my new palette. Register palette. I guess we could do that. So this is me. This is items. You can set them to be quick use and stuff like that. Oh, here we go. So what do we got here? Explosive wave. Oh, we have an empty slot. Gotta do special beam cannon, come on. Okay, so this is like one of the open areas. It's kind of broken into these big levels that you can fly around. You can collect these balls and stuff like that. So I can go check on Gohan, which is like the main mission, or I can kind of explore a little bit. So I want to go, haven't done really any cooking. I'm not super far into this, as a heads up, so I can't really answer like a ton of questions.
Whoa, that's a big tree. Looks like someone wants to die. The great Piccolo reduced to this.
It's so funny, they can't quite find the middle ground of like Piccolo's supposed to be a jerk right now. Like he's not good guy Piccolo yet ultimately. But he's also not like I'm gonna
have to whip this spoiled ball of tears into shape.
Like you get those kind of bits of dialogue, but then you also get him being like, "Oh, look, a big tree." Like just sort of casually remarking on a tree. It's weird.
What a pain in the ass.
Okay, here's this. Oh, okay. I love meeting like Dragon Ball characters and stuff.
Problems for the kids' training.
So this guy's
Feel free to browse.
let's see. Bad guys can think trees are big too, Kyle. You're right. You're absolutely right. I don't want to buy anything from you. They're being surprisingly cool about Piccolo. She might have a mission for me. Let's see. Silk apron. So these are apparently like gifts I can sell. I love this. I love how fast you can run and how high you can jump even without flying. Yeah, see, I want to explore that. What's going on there? It's Roshi's sister, right? It's nice to reminisce and visit places from moments past every once in a while. Do you want to visit a place like that? Don't you? I can help you find one, you know. The memorial? Sure. Ooh, is that a Funko Pop game? Yeah, that's my wife's, a small portion of my wife's Vegeta collection. I don't know what this is. My Kakarot review so far, 6 out of 10, trees too big. Yeah, it's a real problem. This should be the place. It's up to you whether you want to go now or later. I guess I want to go now. Because I don't even know what this is. You've unlocked a reward. I don't... Is that something on the map now? Time attack. I don't know that I unlocked anything. Alright, let's do one of these weird things. Bean Down Brian says, I know you saw the Game Pass news. You know what I'm going to say. Yep. Plague Tale coming to Game Pass. I got to play it, man. What's my excuse now? I got Game Pass. I'll check it out for you, Bean Down Brian. You've been so supportive with everything in my life that I owe it to you to try a game that's supposed to be good, right? I mean, it's the least I can do. So these are like little, you can find these just little
energy from this
flying
thing
things.
Incredible. Whoa, this power is amazing.
Is it? You're really getting into it there, huh? Alright, let's see. Let's go. We can move forward with the story. Min-max show. Kyle, is this game good? Yes. I like it. I don't know. I've only played about 2 hours. I mean, this is my favorite part of the game. Is just flying around and seeing things. Like, you can find familiar characters. You can go fight a dinosaur if you want. Like, this part I really like. The combat, this just standard combat is, like, full-on Xenoverse. Like, it's not even really... it doesn't really seem unique in any way compared to Xenoverse. I think it's just full-on Xenoverse, which has now become the standard for Dragon Ball combat. I would have liked to see them maybe try something more unique, but it looks like Dragon Ball combat, you know. But I like the things that I like in games, like character movement, is really important to me, just in general. And it feels good to move around the world. You can run super fast and jump super high and just break into a flight.
Looks like someone wants to die.
What's up, Claire?
I'm ready whenever you are. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah, so as you're flying around, you'll get stuck in these, like, well, not stuck. I mean, these are how the random battles kind of work. I gotta use my special beam cannon here. Let's see. These guys are pretty weak.
Special beam cannon! Don't kid yourself. You could never beat me. Ooh, the energy from this thing is incredible. Whoa, this power is amazing.
I don't know if that's the one I already went through or not.
Hi, this is Claire. Give me a lesson.
Hold on one second, guys. I gotta check on my sick kiddo upstairs. She's got a fever, so she's home from school today. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna keep the stream going. Maybe Piccolo will say hilarious things to you.
Might be a good idea to take a break. Can we go?
Yes, Claire. Alright, you gotta keep the volume low.
Can I go?
Okay. I'm gonna get back to streaming, alright? You want me to kick up the feet? Okay. I am back. Sort of. My Xbox shut down. Alright, here we go. Oh my gosh, did I miss any crazy things? Kyle, this game is good. Stop writing him, Kyle. Oh gee, it's nothing. Kyle, you're gonna record max spoilers tomorrow. Oh, maybe. It depends on my sick child. If she is still sick tomorrow, we'll see. I keep thinking she's gonna be great, and then we wake up and she's not able to go to school. I'm talking to everybody. Because they're asking about things. They're interested. I don't know, honey. Okay. Dad life. Hashtag dad life. Okay. Okay. You know, I'm bummed. I don't know why it totally just kicked me out. Like, usually it just goes to sleep. Oh, well. Okay. So I know I keep saying I'm back. Then I put it on mute and go away again for a little while. Yeah, Imran is playing, and I think he's the furthest of anybody I know who's playing. You're certainly further than me. Imran saying he hit a side quest. I got to a side quest in this game last night where I'm pretty sure the game just straight up gives me the wrong directions, and it's not intentional. That sucks. That's a bummer. Okay.
If a little brat dies here, then that's all he'd ever amount to. A little brat.
Jeez, Piccolo. You're so rude. Oh, what is that? Time orbs. Time orbs are special Z orbs that, when collected, make multiple Z orbs appear nearby for a limited time. Some rare orbs will show up too, so make sure you use things like the roll and boost actions during flight to collect them as quickly as you can. Okay. What is the
Great Piccolo reduced to this. Ooh. The energy from this thing is incredible.
That was
Whoa.
rough.
This power is amazing. I'm gonna have to whip this spoiled ball of tears into shape.
Okay, I wanted to do more side questy stuff. Are these like crackdown orbs? No. I feel like a current. Well, I mean, I don't. Yes and no, I guess. Let's. Do these things disappear from my map once I pick them up? Let's see. Because that's like quite the incentive there to just like go collect stuff, you know? Or is that just going to be an area where like, hey. See, that feels good. Jump in and. Hey, Piccolo, come on. What are you doing, man? So let's see, does that disappear? Does that pick it up? Okay, that's cool. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be so... I mean, I'm like, oh wow! When you pick up stuff, it disappears. Like, I should be a little bit more critical than that, I suppose. I was mostly unsure how it worked functionally. If it was just like, hey, apples will refresh around here pretty often, or if it was like, this is the place where you will pick up the singular item.
I'm ready whenever you are. Let's do
Ooh,
this.
getting some slowdown there. I'm playing on an Xbox One X. Special beam cannon. They're like, Yakuza money. Yeah, you know, Imran says my main issue with controls is the descending, ascending options. It's super weird and you can't change them. I mean, it like functionally makes sense because it's right bumper to go up and right trigger to go down. But like, I keep pressing the wrong button all the time, which is like weird. I don't know why I keep doing that. What are you? A D metal. D metal. Oh. I guess I should pick these things up. I mean, yeah, the sort of pickups are interesting because they're basically just like, we want to make sure you're not doing nothing as you're flying around. I would think Fresh has got D metals, but I'm not sure on what kind of schedule. I just want things to disappear from my map when I go by them. I want to clear the map, you know what I mean? So, well, see, again, I was pressing the wrong button. Let's go fight a dinosaur. Who's coming after me?
Looks like someone wants to. I'll make quick work of you. So that's all, huh?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Remember how, well, I don't know how young you guys are, but when I was a kid, like, the only option when you were staying home sick was to, like, watch The Price is Right on daytime television and stuff like that. Like, when my kid stays home sick, she just has her full library of the shows she just normally watches anyway. Oh! Ow. I thought I had like a dodge or something. It's like Horizon Zero Dawn. Gotta love all the voice performances. How exciting was that? So I don't really get much for doing this. At least, I don't know, maybe Imran knows better than I do. Maybe you've defeated thousands of dinosaurs at this point, but it seems like you just kind of knock them out, get some experience points, I guess.
Looks like someone wants.
Because there's not like a pickup or anything, right? I'm not missing some. I don't get to strip it for parts and make new armor out of it or anything like that. You can just shoot the dinosaurs from the air and they can't hit you and nothing stops you. Yeah, pretty unexciting. Alright, let's go see, these are enemies, right? Where are you? Alright, let's go.
Looks like someone wants to die.
Yes, I want to fight you.
Whenever you are. Let's do this.
Special beam cannon.
So that's all, huh?
There are flaming case, so there are dinos in Dragon Ball Z. I had no idea. Yeah, the world of Dragon Ball Z is very strange and often confusing, but cool. There's just dinosaurs around, you know, and just gigantic fish and stuff like that. It's weird, but we all love it.
Good day.
Let's call them dinosaurs. Phew, time for a little breather. So let me take your stuff, I guess. All right, let's go check on. Let's get things moving around here. Let's go check on Goku.
What the hell are those things? My kid's probably got his hands full right now. Guess I'll have to take care of them myself.
So I gotta, let's see, Gohan's Guardian. All right, I guess that's it. I like hitting down on the D-pad to just drop down to the ground. Yeah, I really want to go hang out on King Kai's planet and stuff like that. I'm more interested in doing that than being Piccolo right now. Also, yeah, moving around like up and down in combat is weird too, because you hold down right trigger. So, I know it's early on, but how are you feeling about the game so far, Kyle? There's a lot of things I like about it. It's undeniably shallow. Like, just all these balls just sort of randomly placed around in the sky to explore. Like, there's not much. It doesn't seem like there's much to like the side quests and stuff, and the combat feels really familiar if you've played Xenoverse. But like, you know, if you like Dragon Ball, which I do. I like Dragon Ball a lot. I mean, this is the kind of game I want from Dragon Ball, which is like a sort of an open-ish. I mean, what I want is like a big open world Dragon Ball game where I can fly around and fight things and explore. And this is getting at the sort of starting line of that, to the point where I'm enjoying my time so far. And I know there's this complaint about just like reliving the story over and over. Like, I know people are sort of tired of like playing the Dragon Ball story, but like, that's what I want from this kind of game. I just want to go through the beats, frankly, of a Dragon Ball story. I liked Xenoverse 2 and Xenoverse and like the idea of like manipulating the timeline and seeing weird things happen. Like, that's fun. But if they're going for like a straight-on action RPG, at least initially, I just want to play the story. Like, that's what I want, you know? It looks like a good podcast game. Yeah, beating down Brian. I mean, which is, take that as a compliment, you know, or not. Like, but it is like a lot of like mindless rolling around, beating stuff up, which is fun. Did DBZ come out after Cowboy Bebop? No, DBZ's way before Cowboy Bebop. Imran says they do add a decent amount of new things, not enough, but a surprising number of like knowing winks. Yeah, like little things like early in the game, you just see a bit of dialogue. It's not like a cutscene even really or anything, of just like Vegeta and Nappa and Raditz. Like, Nappa and Vegeta are giving Raditz a hard time, and he's like, you know, I think my brother's on Earth. I could go check that out. Like, which didn't happen in the anime. Maybe it happened in the manga. I'm not sure, but
done. Now then, time to check on that little.
It does kind of ruin the reveal of all three of them.
Throwing him to the wolves toughened him up.
But that was kind of neat to see them chatting. Definitely didn't happen in the manga, said Xenosuit. There's a small joke, Imran says early on, where Gohan keeps going, oh, my dad told me about that. But he has no idea who Poir and Yamcha is because Goku never talked about them. I haven't seen that. That's good. Yeah, stuff like that is like where I think Dragon Ball games shine. Like Fighters, you know, did a good job of like really playing into the sort of the character interactions of Dragon Ball and the sort of weird family dynamics of everybody.
Little brat. We still don't have what it takes to fight the Saiyans. This latent power is our only shot. Fine. Just this once, I'll throw him a bone. Looks like there's only apples to eat around here. Oh well.
Collect some apples. Alright, so this is the kind of intense Dragon Ball action that you're in for here. Collected apples as Piccolo for Gohan.
One's probably not enough.
Give me them apples.
Did I already search this place? Alright, this is all he's getting. This kid's proving to be a real pain in my neck.
Oh, right in the corner. I enjoyed One Piece World Seeker, says Zeno Sudu, so I'm pretty sure I like this too. So far, I will say, I like One Piece more. I like the combat more. I like the grounded movement of One Piece. I like flinging myself around as opposed to just straight flying. But they are different games. Like, they definitely feel different. Imran, I'm happy just having a thing that makes Dragon Ball noises at me. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, it's just fun to hear the sound effects, and the art's good, and like just the sort of like feet landing on the ground sound effect that's so specific to Dragon Ball. Flaming Queso. How many playable characters are there? I don't know. I've played as just Piccolo and Goku and Gohan so far, so I think there's a fair bit. Imran probably knows better than I do.
Oh, it's the moon.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, it's so big and round. This is the first time I've seen a full moon.
What the?
Is this? Oh yeah, I don't want to spoil things. Oh, Cyberpunk delayed. Really? That's not surprising.
He transformed. So this is a Saiyan's true power.
Alright, let's see. Defeat Gohan. How about one of these, huh? I'm gonna punch you in the back of the neck like you're a titan. Oh boy. Does this boost me up a little? Okay, I figured I was... I mean, I'm right on here, right?
No use trying to reason with them at this point.
Ow, crap. I guess I need to be blocking more, huh? I couldn't decide if I wanted to try to block or get out of the way. This guy blew up the moon, man. What are you doing? Really? That's a bummer. Right, do I have any? I have energy supplements. Right, get out of there! Get out of there! Okay, there we go. So what do I got rapid fire key wave, which is like I can lock on. Oh, that's a bad spot. Okay, I'm not doing too bad, all things considered. Am I out of the way here? Okay.
Special beam cannon!
Really? Like one little hit? God, that sucks. Okay. Damn it, it's right, Piccolo. Oh, we're playing game by game. Ugh. Okay. There we go. That was like weirdly close. For what it's worth, my daughter's extremely into this one, says Gal's Got Moxie. My daughter's, oh, that's a big scary monkey.
What in the hell's going on? He's berserk! There won't be any Earth to protect if this keeps up!
We Saiyans release our true power whenever there's a full moon. Even chumps like you should know that.
That's right, the full moon!
September, Cyberpunk got delayed. Honestly, I thought it would go into 2021. I wouldn't be surprised if it still did. It's pretty significant, right? August? Or April to September? Yeah, a couple months. Yeah, I think take their time with that one. We were talking about on the Min-Max show yesterday, which might even be live now. Or is at least live for Patreon subscribers. About it was Hansen's sort of theory of like Cyberpunk moving into the next gen of consoles and getting delayed as as a result.
He needs a full moon and that tail of his to transform. Better get rid of it now. Now that that's taken care of, here's some clothes and a sword. I've got my own training to get to, so you're on your own again. If you can somehow manage to survive the next 6 months.
It's always these weird things in Dragon Ball of like Piccolo just manifesting clothes. Don't worry about it.
Hope you're ready.
Brockety Brock. Let's blow up the moon. Nothing will happen. Hey, they've done it before and it was fine, so. Thanks for subscribing, Chris Koshan and Flame Queso. Much appreciated. Chris Koshan, it's crazy that you've been streaming for 5 months now. Yeah, doesn't seem like that long. And several months pass. Yeah, I'm at 968 followers here on Twitch, so getting close to that 1,000 mark, which is pretty exciting.
I'm gonna be hungry later if I only eat fruit. I could really go for some meat.
For some meat.
Something smells good.
You can now.
But how am I supposed to get myself some meat?
So
I guess I could.
Gohan can run, but he can't fly. Okay. Oh, Yajirobe, hello.
What I really want. Excuse me.
What the? Huh?
Yajirobe's always been such a strange character.
Look at you, the more you look like Goku when he was a kid. You're definitely related. Wait a second. Are you his kid or something?
Yeah. My name's Gohan.
Cool. I'm Yajirobe.
Korin Tower freeloader.
You know, me and Goku are real tight. We go way back.
Oh.
Man,
I don't remember this.
rough,
Did he
huh?
meet Yajirobe
Having
like this?
Piccolo
Did I
on
just
your back
not
like
remembering this?
I know the feeling. Bulma won't get off mine. She kept going on and on about how you were kidnapped and needed help. Or something.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever really checked in on Chi-Chi
Anyway, she
during
wouldn't
this
leave
time,
me
did we?
alone
Or
about
yeah,
the whole thing,
Bulma.
so that's why I'm out here. But you know, I kind of got lost looking all over the place for you. I was starting to get worried. I was just about ready to peace out and head home, so...
Play it for a game and
good
how are you
thing you
liking
found me,
Kakarot? Yeah, I've
huh?
talked about it a little bit already. I'm enjoying it so far with sort of caveats. Like, it feels shallow in some places, and
I bet you're
like
having
the
some
combat
trouble getting food,
is
huh?
a little bland and familiar.
Yeah.
But I like moving around the world and collecting things. I like going along the Dragon Ball story.
Well,
So
this
a
meat
net
here's
positive
mine, so I
so
can't just
far,
give it to you.
but
Instead,
not this
I'll
not a
teach you
mind
how to
blowing,
hunt.
not the Dragon Ball RPG I've been wanting all my life, you know. Yeah, I wish it doesn't. A Play Forward Gaming says I wish it looked more like Fighters, which is like
Oh, so that's what you meant by
just
help.
not really feasible in in a 3D game like this, but I do feel like CyberConnect's Naruto games look better. Which is strange because I imagine it's like all the same animators and designers and stuff.
And take you back, Piccolo's gonna kill me. So anyway, yeah.
There are some big graphical showcase fights, but not for a bit. Okay, well that's cool. Like, 'cause that's the big thing about CyberConnect's like Naruto games is like the sort of special attacks and stuff just look amazing, you know. And I haven't seen a lot of this yet. Okay, find a collection spot. Finding collection spots by searching for key. While moving on the field, use left bumper to search your surroundings for key and detect. Where you can find materials and other items, the location of the items will glow and detect. If you're having trouble finding something to progress the story, just search the area for key.
This is how you do it.
All right.
Then, let's give it a whirl.
Play4 Gaming, yeah, I know there are different games, but I'd love to see that flat style in this game.
Just follow
Yeah,
my
totally.
lead and you'll be a pro in no time.
Catch 3
Check
deer.
it
Ah,
out.
this is like Red
Find some
Dead
deer
Redemption 2.
Near trees with fruit on them.
Yeah, Broccoli Brock. Arxis has been honing that style for 2D plane fighters. Yeah, because like the camera is locked, even though they are 3D models, locking the camera in place for those fighting games, like it goes a long way, you know, and like giving them the opportunity to make it look as sharp as those games do. Oh, press the wrong button.
God, this energy's incredible. They run away if they see me.
Yeah, it's stretch texture there.
From behind. Don't see me coming.
Alright, well, where are they? Let's see. Oh, I gotta use the... Okay, there they are. Are they in front of the rock here? Yeah. Am I behind them? Can I go a little faster than this? Okay, let's see. Now this one's just full on facing me. This one's up against a wall. Okay. Okay, well that's too fast there then, okay. So hunting is also broken, it's distinct, but honestly you can just run up and mash B. Oh, okay. Thank you, Imran. Yeah, it, like, doesn't seem like... Yeah. You know, hunting. You just run up to a deer and punch it as hard as you can. I was making that way too complicated for myself. I love fast running in games. Like, I always, in you know, depending on the game, if it has the opportunity to do, like, sort of movement speed upgrades, I always jump at those right away. So, like, this... I like this. I like how quickly the Z fighters all move when they're just running. Like, that's super fun.
Yeah. There. You should be good on your own now.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, you're leaving?
Yeah, see, the thing is, I'm actually training under Kami right now. If I don't head back soon, that green geezer's gonna flip his lid.
That'll
You
happen.
know, I think I'm gonna split it.
Oh, okay.
Split.
Boom! Take it easy, Squirt!
That guy's really something. I'm sure I could find something to eat, but
I just
I really wish I could go home.
killed 3 deer. That should be plenty to eat, right? Yeah, Jirobe. You got Adventure Community Leader Yajirobe and unlocked a new community board. Alright, cool. Yeah, community boards are kind of interesting. You can, like, add people to the community board and it, like, levels you up in specific ways. Meeting new people gives you new icons. So I have, like... I've been just throwing everyone on this board. If you watch Dragon Ball, you know these characters. And, like, having these two, like, creates a bonus. So there's, like... Sort of the layout of things will affect how it works, which is interesting. I don't have enough to kind of like toy around with it too much yet, and it looks like I've got 3 more boards to go. I'm guessing one's gonna be Bulma. Several more months pass since Gohan ran to the edge of Piccolo training on his own. Notices something strange. Can speed up cutscenes, which is nice.
The Saiyans are here yet, but I'm sensing incredible power. Better go check it out.
Story room.
Goku can't possibly
Level up.
be back
Sweet.
already. There's no sign of the Dragon Balls having been used yet.
Oh, hello.
I don't know who or what it is.
They've met, haven't they? I guess Piccolo. I guess Tien knows Piccolo.
So the power I sensed was from you. Looks like you knew I was nearby. Not bad for a deadweight like you.
You've got quite the mouth on you. Don't think for a second that I've started trusting you. To me, you're still the enemy. I'll defeat you here and now if I must.
What? You think you actually stand a chance against me?
I do. I did train under Kami.
Oh, excuse me.
That's so.
He instructed me to return to the surface and further polish my technique by sparring with an even stronger opponent. And I can think of no better opponent than you. Let me show you how strong I've become.
Sounds good to me. I could use the entertainment. I'll play along.
It's funny, you know, I loved Dragon Ball Z growing up, still love Dragon Ball Z, been watching Super, my wife and I, but the first time I watched the original Dragon Ball was in the last, like, 2 years or something like that. Like, I made my way through that show and enjoyed it and liked it, and it was fun to sort of see, you know, Goku's roots and everything. But, like, one thing that I thought was funny is, like, I was always confused by Tien and Chaozu and their relationship and who they were to each other and, like, all that kind of thing. And, like, I was like, oh, well, I'm sure Dragon Ball explains it. And unless I just totally missed it, like, it does not. Like, I still don't understand, like, who they are or why they get along or, like, you know, like, all that stuff is still kind of a mystery to me. Like, I don't understand why he has, Chaozu has these abilities, or, like, why he looks like a doll. It's just this, like, weird thing. Krillin going to be playable, that's what everybody wants. No, they're just those students at the Crane School, and they both rebelled from him at once. Yeah, like, I just thought, like, there would be some explanation of, like, what Chaozu is, and why Tien is, why he is so insistent on protecting him, despite starting as like a pretty powerful villain in Dragon Ball, you know? Am I blocking here? Yeah, okay, I gotta block it. Come on, let's give him the old special beam cannon. See, that was nice. Okay, that felt good. I'm gonna punch you really hard, Tien. There we go.
I still have some room for
Yeah, Imran says, yeah, now they're just both students, and yeah, like,
I think you've had enough.
which I guess, like, Toriyama just thought it was like an interesting sort of side-by-side characters of, you know,
Better
but
than I thought.
it's very weird. Imran says, I think he's supposed to be a Chinese vampire, but honestly, I was so young when I first watched it that I imagine I just accepted it. Yeah, I don't think that's hinted or teased at all or anything like that. Like, I think he's just this weird little dude who hangs out with Tien.
you, scum. How dare you? You may have the upper hand now, but not for long. I'm going to eventually defeat you.
I'd like to see you try. Whoa, this power is amazing.
Alright, let's see. So I have Tien now to add to the community board. I guess. Let's see. Oh, and oh, he has his own. I already forgot. Cool. Oh, does he have a side quest for me? Oh, Chaozu, hello.
Hey.
Do you have a second? Sure. Help Chaozu? Yeah. What you need, man?
Hey!
Take this. What the? Paralysis.
Why you?
I don't know what you're trying to pull, but you're obviously willing to throw your life away. Ung. Stop. What? Sorry for not warning you earlier, but Chaozu's just testing a technique to use on the Saiyans. We're going to need his power in the fight ahead. Don't be ridiculous. What good is a small fry like him? Release him, Chaozu. Give me a break. The technique's not enough to contain me. You're about to find out just how strong Chaozu really is. But Tia, don't worry. I'm going to fight too. After all, you and I are a team. Each of us... Don't worry, we're both a team. Don't worry about our history or how we met or why we're a team, but we're a team. Each of us is powerful because we support each other. Let's show this creep what the two of us can do. Okay. Idiot. Flaming case, so Chinese vampires can use telekinesis? I guess that makes sense. Fighting Chaozu again, alright. Okay. And I don't even know how to switch targets. I was in the middle of attack. Everyone knows you're not supposed to attack me while I'm in the middle of my special beam cannon. We all agreed. Yeah, Tien actually was funny because he was one of my favorite, like, I didn't know anything about him really before watching Dragon Ball. Like, I mean, I knew who, because if you just watch Z, if you just start with Z, Tien just kind of shows up and, like, there's no introduction for him or anything. He looks, like, designed enough that you're kind of like, you're just like, okay, I know this guy is special. He probably has some history, but... And then he has that great sequence with Cell where he uses the tri-beam flash to blind him, and, like, that scene's awesome. That's, like, one of the best in all of Dragon Ball, but, like, I didn't know who Tien was. I didn't know what was his relationship with everybody was. So that was one of the most fun parts of going back and finally watching Dragon Ball, is, like, figuring out, you know, what his sort of villainous arc was. Help here. I wish I had the X2, you know, like Tien does next to my health, because I don't really know. I gotta keep it in here, right? That did pretty good. Ah, yeah, see, tri-beam. There we go. Okay, so I got Tien. Oh, Chaozu has his own? Jeez, okay. Is Goku's whole team basically made up of rivals that he befriended? Yeah, which is like, you know, I don't know. It's one of those things that people make fun of about Dragon Ball. It's like, oh, here's another villain. He's gonna be Goku's best friend soon. But I really like that element of the show. And, like, I think it's so telling of Goku as a character, and it's why he's endured for so long, is because, like, he's so optimistic that, like, he really genuinely gets everybody on his side, because, like, why wouldn't you want to be on Goku's side? You want to be his best friend. He's so funny and weird, and, like... So I've always really, like, enjoyed that element of the show. Like, I like how Goku sees the best in everybody. Played Forward Gaming is saying that, like, Steven Universe kind of pulls that trick too. Yeah, and it's like, that's why Steven is so much fun, because, like, you love Steven and you want to be friends with him, and he like, will convince you. Is combat the same as Xenoverse? Basically, yeah. Weaklings like you are just going to be cannon fodder for the Saiyans. I'm sorry, Tien, if I weren't so weak. Don't give up, Chaozu. We've still got a lot to do. We had to train hard enough to beat the Saiyans and show everyone we're not to be taken lightly. But if My technique doesn't work on the Saiyans, and I've got no other choice. Story complete. Being down prying. I wish being weird worked for me. Well, you know. You gotta figure out, you gotta find the weird middle ground, right? Does he have another side quest for me? Alright, let's see. So you gotta put Tien and Chaozu together, right? Like, that's just required. Yeah, see, that makes sense. Alright, let's see who else we got. Are these going to be other sort of characters? See, that's, I guess, it's satisfying to sort of high-speed zip through the air. Yeah, it's really into that tree. Who dis? Oh! Boy Yamcha.
Piccolo?
Bandit turned
So
martial
the power
artist.
I felt was coming from you, huh? Oh, yeah. Krillin said you're fighting on our side now, which is perfect. That means you can really help me out. Let me try out some of my moves on you. You fighting me? You're dumber than you look.
It is fun, how much of
Well, you're looking
an
at the
idiot
new and improved
Yamcha is these
thanks to
days.
Kami. Huh. Is that so?
Like, he's just such a
Kami says I've
weakling
gotta fight someone
fool all these
stronger
years
than me
later.
now. But, you know, I'm thinking I could even beat you now. I'm not about to get left in Goku's dust again. Buckle up, buddy, because you're in for a real challenge. Fine, but don't blame me.
Oh yeah, it's, Game Informer's streaming it right now, right? Scorch says this is about where Reiner and Alex stopped yesterday. Yamcha was a meme before memes existed, totally. The trick here, this better be, see, this is already harder than it should be. It should have taken, like, just like 3 punches to take him out. It just would have been, it's like, why not? Come on. This would have been so funny. Oh boy. Good one, Yamcha. I'm bummed already that this is like a more traditional fight than I expected.
I think I do remember you. You're the loser that couldn't beat Kami disguised as a human.
That's funny.
Come on, don't be saying that.
Okay, so that's, yeah, that one's not great. I like the rapid fire key wave. Let's do that one. So I'm gonna fit. I'll defeat Yamcha, who's surprisingly giving me like a decent amount of trouble. All right, Yamcha. This is gonna be embarrassing if I get defeated by Yamcha. There we go.
Is this all I got? A difference in power should be obvious.
Wolfang Fist. Scorch says he's very strong in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Yeah, I remember going on the cover story for Dragon Ball FighterZ, asking them about Yamcha and sort of his reputation, I guess you could say. And oh boy, that sun is really getting in my eyes. Huh? And their thing was like, well, he's kind of going to be like a nice rounded fighter, a good starter fighter, honestly, you know.
Did you just think I was sitting around doing nothing while you were training? Train all you want, but it's never gonna be enough to beat me. Oh, man, maybe you're right. Huh. Don't feel too bad. You're still alive, aren't you? That's something. But you're gonna need a different approach to your training. Come on, don't count me out just yet. I've got what it takes. Ooh, the energy from this thing is incredible.
I want to see who the last guy is over here to fight. Oh, okay. Oh, because they all were in the tournament together. So that's probably why. What is he? You know, I should honestly move him somewhere else. He was more of a cook, right? Maybe that'd be better. Alright. Bye, Yamcha. You put up a surprisingly impressive fight.
Looks like someone wants to die.
Alright, let's see who this is. Is it Krillin?
I'll make quick work of you.
Oh, hello. I was in the middle of something, but whatever. Play port gaming. Hey, what do you call a thing that lets you split a USB port in 3 or more? USB bank or splitter? Splitter, right? Kind of a weird question. So, oh, it's Krillin, of course. A hub. Yeah,
Hey.
Scorch is right, a hub.
Whoa, Piccolo!
Hey, you're looking stronger than usual.
Surprisingly complimentary.
Yeah, I trained at Kami's place. So, you want to see what I can do?
You don't look too confident. I can tell this won't go well for you.
Can you blame me? I mean, I was killed by a demon clan member once before. You guys freaked me out.
Pathetic.
Pathetic.
Guess I'll just have to beat that fear out of you.
Ooh.
Come at me.
Why you?
Okay.
I see. You and I have fought each other before.
Way back during the World Tournament.
Let's see if you've gotten any better. What? Is that all you can do?
Okay, so he's got the red. Oh boy, that was quite the attack, Krillin. Let's charge up here. That performance is so weird. He's like, no, 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 no. There we go. Come on.
I can't move.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Ouch. Krillin, he's punching me a lot, more than I'm punching him. Go! Get out of there! Nice. Oh, really? That gets me? I got, like, pulled into the blast because I was... I don't know. Get out of there. Let's see. That's a good attack right there. I'm just gonna stick with that. Just like locking onto him like that. Oh, don't block me. There we go.
I think you pretty much figured it out.
This is probably a silly complaint, but I was disappointed the big boss fights don't end in some sort of QTE sequence like CyberConnect is known for, says Scorch. Yeah, I mean, those fights in those Naruto games are really stunning. But Imran was in here earlier, and he's a lot further than me, and he says there are some, like, big set-piece fights. So I wonder if maybe you do see that, you just don't see it in, like, you know, just a little side quest with Krillin and stuff like that.
Looks like you're doing something right in your training.
Okay, yeah, I think I got this.
If you don't want to die a second time, then you need to train more.
Yeah.
Do that, and maybe I'll view you as more than just a waste of space.
Dr. Mono, I also saw Reiner play this yesterday. Doesn't feel like a day one purchase. But yeah, that's fair. I'm enjoying my time with it so far. But it's not like the first great game of 2020 or anything like that. But I'm enjoying jumping into the Dragon Ball world and having a place where I can fly around and fish and collect things and get into fights, you know.
I better see how the little runt's doing. Hope he's toughened up since the last time I saw him.
I like how Piccolo's training is just dumping him in the wilderness. Like, that's the training. Not giving him any, like, pointers on how to throw a punch or anything. Just like, I'm just gonna leave you out here.
Ooh, the energy from this thing is incredible.
Oh, yeah, Jerobi. Okay, so that's it for streaming today. I'll probably get back to, I'm going to get back to Metroid Prime on Monday, which I'm excited to keep playing. But I had the opportunity to play this early. The game comes out tomorrow on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, so I wanted to do that. I like it so far with some caveats. It's you know, it's not my dream open world run around as Kakarot as Goku. I don't know why I call him Kakarot. I guess because it's the name of the game. Sort of experience, but like I'm having fun with it so far. I like being able to run around and fly in these open areas and see familiar characters and start fights and stuff. Like some positive takeaways for sure. No stream tomorrow. Oh yeah, today's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow. So I'll play Metroid Prime tomorrow, unless there's some like people tweet at me that they want me to play more Dragon Ball or something. But I'm excited to play more Metroid Prime for sure. So, all right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Bye.